Hey everyone, welcome to the PAX ERP and CRM video guides. This series walks you through the various features and workflows in PAX. In this video, we're going to be looking over how to create and edit a sales order in PAX ERP. So from the main dashboard, we're going to go into the sales order module here and click New Sales Order. And the first thing it asks is for the customer code or name. So I'll go ahead and enter the code. You can also search by their name. And then this field is for if the customer provides their own purchase order number. If not, it can be left blank, but I'll go ahead and say they gave us a purchase order number. The order date is for when they placed the order. It defaults to today's date, but you can set it forward or backwards as you would like. And then the required date is for when the order is supposed to ship. The bill to, ship to address, as well as the payment terms, shipping method, and the shipping carrier account number, all of these are pulled from the customer profile. Addresses can be edited right here on the sales order, and you just click Edit, Update, and it'll update their address on their customer profile. And then terms can be overridden if for this order they are using a different terms or shipping method for this order. It can all be overridden. We'll leave it as is for now. Net 30, FedEx Ground on customer account, which means it bills to their FedEx account, and they provided their carrier account, which is here. I'll go ahead and enter a part number for this order. The available quantity here takes the on-hand quantity in inventory and then subtracts the quantity on existing sales orders. So it'll return the net amount. We'll say they ordered 2 and there's the total. So I'll click Create Sales Order. This printout is just the sales order confirmation page. You can send it to your customer, or you can just keep it for your records or close out because it's all saved in the system. I'll go ahead and close out of that. And then let's say that we wanted to change the shipping method or quantity of the line items that they ordered. To edit a sales order, we go into Sales Orders, Open Sales Orders, which will show all of your open sales orders or partially shipped orders. This was the one I just entered, so I'll go ahead and click that. And then in the expanded view, you can see the edit button, so I'll go ahead and click that. And on this order, we're going to actually bill them for shipping. So we're going to change it from FedEx Ground customer account to FedEx Ground invoice, which will bill to our account number, and then we'll include a shipping charge on the invoice whenever we bill them. So we're going to say we might have paid FedEx $18. We'll mark it up to $20 for the amount that the customer pays. And let's say they also wanted to increase their quantity of this item to 3. We'll save those changes. And if you wanted to reprint that order page from before, you can just hit the reprint button here. And that's how you create and edit a sales order in PAX. There were some questions that I'll answer now. The first one is, can I create a sales order without a customer profile? So no, currently PAX requires you to have a customer profile set up first before you can make the sales order. But if we get enough requests from customers to add this feature, then we'll consider implementing that. But for now, all orders require a customer profile. We have a video on how to create, update customers in PAX, and I'll put a link to that video in the description below. The second question is, how do I apply a discount to a sales order? So you can apply order level discounts on the new or edit sales order screens. So I'll go back into this order we made and click Edit. And then this field here is where we can enter the discounts. So let's say they got a 5% discount. And if you keep your eye on the total here, you'll see that when I enter 5, it decreases the total amount by 5%. So what this does is it doesn't affect any discount general ledger account. It just decreases the would-be revenue amount prior to revenue being recognized. So there's a separate way to handle post-shipment, post-revenue discounts, which those might apply when you have an early payment discount for customers who pay their net terms orders early. Those would be applied to a discounts general ledger account, which offsets revenue. We'll talk more about the discounts account in the receiving customer payments video, and I'll also put a link to that video in the description below. Third question. What happens if I edit a sales order after it's been shipped? So once a sales order has been shipped in PAX, you can no longer edit it, but what you can do is edit the invoice. To do that, you go into the invoicing module, find the order that you would like to edit, and then in the actions column, you can click View Edit Details. From here, you can edit the basic fields on the invoice, but since it already shipped and revenue is recognized, it's restricted in what you can edit. But yeah, once the sales order has shipped, you can edit the invoice, but not the sales order. Question 4. Can I duplicate an existing sales order? In a very near future PAX update, we will add that functionality where you will be able to clone a previous order to quickly create similar orders for the same customer, or just use it as a template. And this would be done from the customer detail window, which is from this customers button here. If you click into your customer, the sales order tab, and then show all history. This will show the order history where when you click into one of these, you'll see a button that shows that you can duplicate or copy the order to create a new order. The fifth question is, how do I see inventory availability before adding items to a sales order? So when you're in the sales order module here, so for example, I'll put in a part number, you can see this available quantity. This takes the quantity on hand minus the quantity on existing orders, and that returns the available quantity here. You can see a more detailed view in the inventory parts module. So I'll look up the same part. And then here we can see that there's an on-hand quantity of 173, but because of what we have on existing sales orders, the available quantity shows 160. You can still ship orders as long as you have the item on hand, regardless of whether another sales order was created first and reduced the available quantity. It just goes by whichever order is shipped first. Alright, and that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can email support@paxerp.com. Thank you.